Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and fellow dreamers, imagine, if you will, standing on the precipice of a great unknown, a moment where the world feels electric with possibility, where the air is thick with anticipation. What if I told you that in just a few days, on the 29th or 30th of September 2025, we stand on the brink of an extraordinary transformation? Some may call it the rapture, a moment of significant change that beckons us to rise, to awaken, and to embrace our higher selves. Whether you view this as a spiritual event or a call to action, one thing is clear. It's a time for us to reflect, to act, and to rise to our fullest potential. Today, I want to talk to you about 3 critical points that can guide us through this transformative journey: the power of urgency, the strength within unity, and the light of purpose. Together, these ideas will not only prepare us for what lies ahead, but will also empower us to take meaningful action in our lives. We live in a world that often cradles us in the comfort of procrastination. We tell ourselves, "I'll start tomorrow," or "there's always next week." But what if the time to act is now? What if the invitation to change is right in front of us, waiting for us to seize it? Urgency is not just a call to action. It's a catalyst for transformation. Think of a time when you faced a deadline. Maybe it was a project at work, a life decision, or even a personal goal. In those moments of urgency, something remarkable happens. We tap into reservoirs of creativity, resilience, and strength that we didn't know existed. In 2020, during the height of the pandemic, many of us were forced to confront our lives, our goals, and our relationships. It was a time of reckoning, a moment that revealed what truly matters. Suddenly, we understood the importance of connection, of health, of pursuing our dreams without hesitation. Just like that, urgency became our ally. It stripped away the unnecessary and illuminated the path forward. So as we approach this pivotal moment in time, let us embrace that urgency. Let it propel us into action. What is it in your life that you've been postponing? What dreams have you shelved for a later date? This is your call to awaken. Embrace the urgency of now. The time is ripe for you to step into your greatness, to shed the shackles of doubt, and to pursue your passions with ferocity. In a world that can sometimes feel divided, it's essential to remember that together we are stronger. Imagine a single thread. It may be fragile on its own, easily broken, but weave those threads together and you create a tapestry of resilience, a fabric that can withstand storms. This is the essence of unity. During moments of great change, history shows us that collective action has the power to reshape our destinies. Think of the civil rights movement, the fight for gender equality, and countless other movements that have forged a path toward justice and hope. These were not solitary endeavors. They were fueled by the voices and actions of many, united by a common purpose. As we stand on the threshold of this moment in September, let us recognize the strength that lies in our togetherness. Reach out to those around you, friends, family, even strangers. Share your dreams, collaborate on ideas, and lift each other higher. Together, we can create a wave of change that reverberates far beyond our individual lives. Ask yourself, who can you unite with for a greater purpose? How can you contribute to a collective vision for a brighter future? When we stand together, we amplify our voices, our impact, and our ability to usher in the transformation we seek. Purpose is the beacon that guides us through the darkest nights. It is the fire that ignites our passions and drives us forward, even when the path seems unclear. Each of us has a unique contribution to make, a calling that only we can fulfill. Reflect for a moment on the people who have inspired you. What do they have in common? Often it's their unwavering commitment to their purpose. They don't simply exist, they thrive, fueled by a deep understanding of why they do what they do. In my own journey, I have encountered moments of uncertainty and doubt. There were times when I questioned my path and my impact. But it was the clarity of my purpose that pulled me back, reminding me of the lives I could touch, the stories I could tell, and the change I could inspire. As we face this imminent shift, I urge you to seek out your purpose. What lights you up? What makes your heart race? Your purpose is not just a destination, it's a journey, a continuous path of growth and discovery. Embrace it, nurture it, and let it guide your actions. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you are contributing to something larger than yourself. Picture the ripple effect of your actions, how they can inspire others, ignite movements, and foster change. This is the power of purpose, a light that not only illuminates your path but also brightens the world around you. As we prepare for this transformative moment, I invite you to take immediate action. Reflect on the urgency of your dreams, unite with those who share your vision, and embrace the light of your purpose. In closing, let me remind you, the winds of change are blowing. The 29th and 30th of September 2025 are not just dates. They are opportunities for rebirth, for renewal, and for revolution. Stand tall, embrace the urgency, harness the strength of unity, and ignite the light of your purpose. Together we can create a future that we not only dream of, but actively bring to life. The time is now. Let's rise to the occasion and take our steps into a brighter tomorrow. As we continue this journey together, I want to delve deeper into the essence of urgency, unity, and purpose. Each of these elements is not merely a concept. They are life forces that can transform our existence and awaken the latent potential within us. They call us to action and remind us that within each of us lies the power to effect change, not just in our own lives, but in the lives of those around us. Let's first revisit the theme of urgency. The world around us is shifting at an unprecedented pace. Technological advancements, social movements, and environmental challenges are evolving, and we must adapt, or we risk being left behind. The urgency we feel is not just a fleeting emotion. It is a clarion call to engage with the world actively. Consider the story of a young woman named Maya. Maya was like many of us, caught in the daily grind, working a job that paid the bills but didn't ignite her passion. She had dreams of starting a community garden to combat food deserts in her neighborhood. However, she kept postponing her plan, thinking she would have time later. Then one day she learned that the local community center was closing its doors, the last green space in her area on the verge of being paved over for new development. That news struck her like a lightning bolt. Suddenly, the urgency became palpable. Maya rallied her friends, neighbors, and even strangers, igniting a movement that not only saved the community center, but transformed it into a thriving hub of activity and sustenance. She discovered that urgency wasn't just about time ticking away. It was about realizing the weight of our choices. In that moment, she learned that the clock doesn't just count down to a deadline, it counts down to opportunities for change. Let Maya's story inspire you to reflect. What opportunities are you letting slip through your fingers? Are there dreams you've shelved, believing you'll get to them when the time is right? I challenge you to rethink that notion. The time will never be more perfect than it is right now. Seize the moment. Now let's amplify the power of unity. In a society that often promotes individualism, it's easy to forget the strength we possess when we come together. Unity is not just about gathering a group of people, it's about creating a collective spirit, a shared vision that transcends our individual ambitions. Think back to a time in history when unity brought about monumental change. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 is a striking example. It wasn't just a physical barrier that fell. It was the culmination of years of collective longing for freedom, a shared dream among millions. Individuals from various backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life came together, fueled by a common purpose. Their unity became a powerful force for change, a testament to what can be achieved when we stand shoulder to shoulder. In our daily lives, we can cultivate this spirit of unity. It can start with something as simple as a conversation. Reach out to someone who might seem different from you. Ask them about their dreams, their challenges, and their hopes. You may find common ground where you least expect it. Let me share another story, this time about a man named Thomas. Thomas worked in a corporate environment where competition was fierce and collaboration was often sidelined. Instead of viewing his colleagues as rivals, Thomas decided to change the narrative. He initiated informal gatherings where co-workers could share ideas and brainstorm together. Slowly but surely, a culture of unity began to form. One day, while discussing a challenging project, a junior team member proposed an unconventional solution. Instead of dismissing it, the team rallied around that idea, refining it through collaborative effort. What emerged was an innovative product that not only outperformed their expectations, but also fostered camaraderie among team members. Thomas learned that unity is a choice we can make every day. It requires vulnerability, openness, and a willingness to embrace the contributions of others. In this connected world, we can harness the strength of our diverse perspectives and experiences. So, as you navigate your personal and professional lives, remember that you don't have to go it alone. Collaborate, share, and uplift one another. Together, you can achieve more than you ever could on your own. Now, let's dive deeper into the light of purpose. Finding and embracing your purpose is more than a personal quest. It is a profound journey that can illuminate the lives of those around you. Think of purpose as a compass, guiding you through the tumultuous seas of life. When you know what you stand for, the choices you make become clearer, your path more defined. But how do we find our purpose? It often begins with introspection. What excites you? What do you care about deeply? What issues move you to tears or spur you to action? Consider the story of an ordinary man named David. He was once caught in a cycle of dissatisfaction, feeling unfulfilled in his career. One day, while volunteering at a local shelter, he met a young boy named Alex. Alex shared his dreams of becoming an artist, despite the challenges he faced. David was struck by the boy's passion, and it awakened something within him, a realization that he had neglected his own creative spirit. Inspired, David began to explore his artistic talents. He started painting and eventually held an exhibition to raise funds for the shelter. The experience transformed him. He discovered that his purpose was tied to uplifting others through art. David's journey illuminated the truth. Purpose often arises when we turn our attention outward and consider how we can contribute to the greater good. As we navigate our lives, let us not forget the impact of our purpose. It has the power to inspire others, to create ripples of change. When you live your life with purpose, you attract others who resonate with your vision. You become a beacon of hope and inspiration, igniting passions in those who may have lost their way. Now, I'd like you to take a moment and visualize your own purpose. Picture it clearly in your mind. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Allow that vision to fill you with energy and motivation. As you carry that vision forward, remember that it is not just about you. Your purpose is a gift to the world, a light that can guide others. As we move toward the critical days of September 29th and 30th, I urge you to merge these three elements: urgency, unity, and purpose. Together, they form a powerful triad that can lead us to profound change. Reflect on the urgency in your life. Are you ready to break free from the chains of procrastination? Will you take that leap of faith into the unknown? Embrace the power of now. Next, let's unite. Reach out to those around you, friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers. Create a network of support and collaboration. Share your dreams and encourage others to share theirs. Together, you can amplify each other's voices and create a collective impact. Finally, ignite the flame of purpose within you. Seek out what truly matters. Let that purpose guide your actions and inspire others to find their own. As we step into this potential rapture, let us remember that we are not alone. We are part of a collective journey, a tapestry woven from the threads of our shared humanity. Together, we have the power to create a future that is vibrant, compassionate, and filled with opportunities for all. So, as you leave this place today, carry with you the urgency to act, the strength of unity, and the light of your purpose. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Seek out those who inspire you and lift each other higher. Let your purpose illuminate the path for others, guiding them toward their own greatness. In the days to come, let us not merely wait for change to happen. Let us be the change. Let us rise together, fueled by urgency, united in our efforts, and driven by a shared purpose. The world is waiting for us to step forward, to embrace our collective potential, and to create a future that we can all be proud of. Will you join me in this journey? Will you embrace the call to action? Together we can transform our lives and the world around us. The time is now. Let's rise to the occasion, ready to embrace whatever comes next. As we stand on the brink of transformation, let us delve even deeper into the concepts of urgency, unity, and purpose, exploring how they intertwine to create not just individual change, but a profound shift in the very fabric of our communities and the world at large. Urgency is not simply a fleeting emotion. It is a powerful motivator that can light a fire within us. It compels us to act, to rise from complacency, and to step into our potential. Each of us has faced moments of urgency in our lives, those pivotal instances where the stakes felt impossibly high and the call to action was undeniable. Consider the stories of those who have faced crisis and emerged transformed. Take, for instance, Malala Yousafzai, who faced the ultimate urgency when she was shot for advocating girls' education in Pakistan. In that moment of life and death, she chose to rise, to speak louder, and to fight for the right of every girl to learn. Her story is a testament to the power of urgency. It shows us that when we recognize the critical nature of our mission, we can transcend our fears and limitations. But urgency doesn't have to come from moments of crisis. It can also stem from a deep sense of longing or a vision for a better future. Think of the countless innovators and leaders throughout history, people like Steve Jobs, whose urgency to revolutionize technology led to the creation of products that changed our lives forever. Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." His words remind us that urgency can serve as a compass, guiding us toward our true calling. Ask yourself, what ignites that sense of urgency within you? Is it a desire to make a difference in your community? A longing to pursue a lifelong dream? Whatever it may be, recognize that this urgency is a gift. It is an invitation to act, to embrace the challenges that come with change, and to forge a path toward your aspirations. Now let's explore the role of unity in this journey. Unity is more than just a collective gathering. It is a profound bond that connects us through shared goals, dreams, and values. When we unite, we become a force to be reckoned with, capable of overcoming obstacles that may seem insurmountable when faced alone. Think about the power of collective action in social movements. The Me Too movement, for instance, has transformed conversations around consent and harassment, uniting voices from all walks of life in a shared mission for justice. This movement's strength lies in its diversity. Each voice adds depth, nuance, and power to the cause. It reminds us that every story matters and that unity can amplify our impact. In our personal lives, we often underestimate the power of community. Look at local initiatives that have sparked change, neighborhood cleanup days, food drives, or educational programs. These efforts often begin with a handful of passionate individuals who understand that they cannot do it alone. They reach out, seeking allies, and together they create a ripple effect that can transform lives. Let me share a story about a group of high school students in a small town. Frustrated by the lack of mental health resources in their school, they banded together to advocate for change. Instead of waiting for the administration to act, they organized a mental health awareness week, bringing in speakers, hosting workshops, and creating a safe space for their peers to discuss their struggles. Their unity transformed their school environment, fostering a culture of openness and support. This story illustrates how powerful unity can be. When we come together with a shared purpose, we can create significant change. Never underestimate the impact of your voice, no matter how small it may seem. Your willingness to unite with others can spark movements, inspire hope, and foster resilience. As we reflect on purpose, let's remember that it is the bedrock of our actions. Purpose gives our lives meaning and direction. It connects us to something greater than ourselves, and it fuels our passion. Finding your purpose can be a journey, often filled with twists and turns. It requires introspection, exploration, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. Many people find that their purpose emerges from their passions, their struggles, and their experiences. Take the story of Oprah Winfrey, who transformed her own struggles into a platform for change. Oprah's journey was not easy. She faced numerous challenges, but through it all, she discovered her purpose: to inspire and uplift others. By sharing her story, she created a space for dialogue and healing. Oprah's purpose has led her to impact millions of lives, and it serves as a reminder that our struggles can illuminate our path. To find your purpose, I encourage you to ask yourself some powerful questions. What brings you joy? What issues make your heart ache? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Your answers may lead you to discoveries that change the trajectory of your life. As we approach the pivotal days of September 29th and 30th, I want to emphasize that this is not just a moment in time. It is an opportunity for us to reflect on our past, embrace our present, and envision our future. We must recognize that each of us has the power to shape the future. It begins with embracing the urgency that calls us to action. It continues through the unity we cultivate with those around us, and it culminates in the purpose that drives us forward. Now let's consider practical steps we can take to harness these concepts in our daily lives. First and foremost, make a commitment to act with urgency. Create a list of the dreams and goals you've put off. Choose one to focus on this week. Whether it's starting that project, reaching out to a mentor, or taking a class you've always wanted to try, take that first step. Next, reach out to others. Identify people in your life who share your passions or values. Collaborate with them. Form a support group. Engage in discussions about your dreams and how you can uplift each other. Remember, unity is built on communication and shared experiences. Finally, take the time to reflect on your purpose. Journaling can be a powerful tool for this. Write about your experiences, your dreams, and your values. What patterns emerge? What resonates deeply within you? Allow yourself the space to dream big and envision a life aligned with your purpose. As we embrace these actions, let's not forget the importance of resilience. The road to transformation is often filled with setbacks and challenges. Life will test us, and we may encounter obstacles that threaten to derail our progress. But it is in these moments that our commitment to urgency, unity, and purpose will be put to the test. Think of the story of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's relentless pursuit of his vision for the electric light bulb is a powerful reminder that failure is not the end. It is merely a stepping stone on the path to success. When you face challenges, remember that urgency can help you navigate through them. It is the fire that can spark creativity and innovation. Unity will provide you with the support system needed to push through. And purpose will remind you why you started in the first place, reigniting your motivation when you feel like giving up. As we move forward, let's also embrace the idea of gratitude. Acknowledging our blessings can shift our perspective and fuel our drive. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you are grateful for. It could be as simple as a supportive friend, a moment of joy, or a lesson learned from a challenge. Gratitude not only enhances our well-being, but it also cultivates a mindset that attracts more positivity into our lives. In our quest for change, let's also remember the importance of giving back. One of the most fulfilling ways to connect with purpose is to serve others. Volunteering your time, skills, or resources can create a profound impact on your community and enrich your own life. When you lift others, you elevate yourself. Let me share the story of a man named John, who felt a deep sense of purpose through service. After retiring, John began volunteering at a local food bank. At first, he thought he was merely helping those in need, but he quickly realized that he was receiving just as much as he was giving. The connections he forged, the stories he heard, and the gratitude expressed by those he served filled his heart with joy. John discovered that purpose often flourishes in the act of serving others, creating a cycle of giving and receiving that benefits everyone involved. As we embrace this cycle, let's also remain open to change. Our purpose may evolve over time, and that is perfectly okay. Life is a journey, and as we grow and experience new things, our understanding of our purpose may shift. Embrace that evolution. Allow yourself the freedom to explore and redefine what brings you joy and fulfillment. As we approach the critical days of September 29th and 30th, let us stand together, united in our commitment to embrace urgency, cultivate unity, and ignite our purpose. These days are not simply markers on a calendar. They represent an opportunity for collective awakening, a moment for us to reflect on our lives and the impact we want to make. Now is the time to take action. Commit to your dreams with urgency. Seek out the support of others to create a united front, and let your purpose guide you as you move forward. Together, we have the power to create a wave of change that resonates far beyond ourselves. Let's inspire one another, lift each other up, and push the boundaries of what is possible. So, as you leave this gathering today, carry with you the flame of urgency, the strength of unity, and the light of your purpose. Let them illuminate your path and guide you toward a future filled with hope, possibility, and transformation. Let us rise to meet the challenge of these times with courage and conviction. The world needs your voice, your passion, and your purpose. Together, we can create a legacy that inspires future generations, a legacy that reflects the power of unity and the importance of living with urgency. Thank you for being here today, for sharing this moment, and for committing to the journey ahead. Let's move forward together, ready to embrace the extraordinary change that awaits us. The time is now, and the world is watching. Let's make it count.